listen. Today, we are gathered here for some fun. I figured we would ask each other questions and get questions from the audience. So I put a question up of if you wanted to ask the opposite or same sex a question. It could be anything. What would you want to ask them? And oh my goodness, the questions have been phenomenal. I'm going to keep it anonymous. I can't even speak. I'm going to keep it anonymous.
Wow.
All right. Men and women, what's the worst thing you've had sex through? And the sex was so good you ignored it. Y'all look speechless.
Because I don't have sex through anything.
No,
Call me a bitch, but if some... Okay,
ain't right.
okay.
I don't think I have a worst thing that... No. I don't have a worst thing. I don't know. Maybe the people listening will think of something and they can comment about it and talk about it with their team.
Charlie horse, right?
A Charlie horse sucks.
Yeah.
And you can just keep going.
Yeah.
And laugh about it. I never got a Charlie horse during it, thank goodness. But someone did one time and I laughed with them through it. It was fun. So you stop staring at me like that.
Somebody got a Charlie horse in the wrong
Did
place.
you just check out?
That's probably, yeah.
Because I was imagining myself with a Charlie horse and that's it. I would just lay here like that. Like a dead deer in headlights. So that's all you're getting from me because until this is done, that's it.
No, you just have them massage it while they're massaging.
So they're going to have to be like this.
Right. You have to take positions. Put your legs back.
That just means time out. Tap, you're out. Like, let's just take a second.
Tap out. We need a time out. Time out. We need a break.
That means we need a juice break, you know?
Go get some water.
Icy juice, you know?
The muscles need oxygen.
So.
All right. That was a good laugh. Men and women. What was something you saw in someone's house that made you go, I am not having sex with you? Nothing? No one? Anyone? This person must be around some crazy ass people.
Dirty people in weird ass situations because the hell.
I mean, I'm assuming roaches. If I see a roach, I'm not believing.
Why are you seeing that nowadays? Why are you seeing that now? That's why I'm like, where is this person still around? Let's skip their questions because they don't. I don't know, man. Who else? Let's go to somebody else. Questions is kind of tripping me out. Got me scratching myself.
Damn. A lady sent in a message and she said, can she hit it in the morning?
That's not a question.
Yes, it is. That's a question. It's a legit question.
Like, did you make it to the sleepovers, phase of the night to be able to?
Can she hit it in the morning?
Just roll over.
Can she?
Mm-hmm. I guess so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Justin, she can. Joy, can a guy hit it in the morning?
Does he have titties or not? Like, what?
Why is she like this?
She's stretching that, yo. Like, that's why I'm done.
Get your
Oh my God, I can't.
Oh, but yeah, you can. Yeah, that's fine. That's great.
So, men and women, would you stay with a partner who cheats?
No.
I knowingly know that they cheat?
Yes, you knowingly know they cheated. There's no hearsay, like you saw it firsthand for yourself. No. There's no
it's none of that shaggy.
No, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know for a fact your significant other is cheating on you currently or did in the past. It is now brought to your attention. You are aware it has been proven. Are you staying? And it's funny that someone sent that question because the other day I posted a video I saw online where these women were saying that there's levels to cheating and they're not just leaving their man over cheating. There was like 3 or 4 of them that was saying that, and then the other 2 women were like, yeah, no, you're not gonna make me feel like I'm crazy because I'm not accepting my man cheating and just being with me in a relationship. Because I think the other women were saying something along the lines of the only reason they would believe is if he brought them an STD, had a child, or she found out that he was, or something like that. I don't remember what the third reason was, but those other two are solid. I was like,
So
yeah.
basically, if he told her, babe, I'm cheating on you, she's fine with it?
No, I'm saying, oh, she said he can't buy her gifts. So, like, she can't feel the other woman can't feel as important as her.
So basically, she has.
So those are her.
Known.
No, she cannot find out. She doesn't want to know. But those are her 3 rules as to what she would break up with her.
So if she finds out, she will leave him. That's what she's saying. No,
she's not going to leave him unless he A, gave her an STD, B, had an outside child, or C, bought her gifts. She can find out he cheated. She's not leaving.
Okay. Unless he breaks one of those 3 rules.
One of those 3 were violated.
Okay, so the side chick just gotta make sure she's side chick.
I'm not here for it. I mean,
that
there's
don't
people.
Make no sense, but...
If that's okay for her, that's great. But I cannot.
Yeah, y'all can keep that
all the way.
New age bullshit.
So here's the thing.
You with me. Like, if you want to be somewhere else, be somewhere else, and that's just how I feel. Like,
I agree. I also don't feel like it's a new age thing. I just feel like it's more vocalized because it's social media. I feel like this has been going on for ages. But now it's being vocal, and there's a lot of things that were taboo that is just out in the open now. Women were not openly saying they're cheating. They're sleeping with someone who's married or in a relationship. They weren't proud about it. That was something that they kept between her and her girl. And when they until Barbara and Shirley had that conversation. Right. Exactly. That was something that she did her best not to expose. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just crazy.
There are some situations where people will stay when somebody else is cheating. If you're married and there is if you're married but there's 2 houses and one spouse moves to another house, there's children that are involved. Some people may stay because there's children involved.
Yeah, a lot of people do stay for children.
Depending on the age of the children.
But we're not talking about the people who do stay. We're talking about us 4 right here.
Oh, I understand. No.
Okay.
I'm There's not no saying, but you may rekindle. So
you'll leave and come back.
You may. That's what happened with me. That's why I got the child.
I will say that could. I mean but nah. Usually I'm just.
I'm not staying in it.
Usually I'm just angry, and that's just that.
Okay.
Do you know how long?
So you would leave and come back?
No.
Okay, no, you're done.
They would have to come back on some crawling on the ground, scraping their knees, flower beds on the floor. Fucking chariots and Jesus coming down from heaven.
Wait, isn't that point you're talking now?
Yeah,
but it depends on it depends on the age. So me and my daughter's mother, we've known each other since high school. Mm-hmm. We weren't mature then. She cheated.
Yeah, age does matter.
So,
but we're talking about now. We're talking about now.
We're talking about right now in this current moment in your life. If you were in a committed relationship and your partner cheated on you, would you stay?
My answer is no.
No.
Everybody said no.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
That's the answer to that. Let's see. What other questions do we have? Points of view on commitment. And do you think being married is important? Who wants to start? Olivia, you have the floor.
Is being married important?
Yep, and your point of view on commitment.
Well, I feel like, sometimes commitment doesn't exist anymore because not everyone wants to be in a relationship anymore.
All right, so say you found someone that wanted to be committed in a relationship with you. Let's just, for sake of argument, everything is going right. You found someone that you're equally yoked with. Okay. What is your point of view on commitment with that person? Say she came up to you. Her name is Rosita. Rosita comes up to you. She says, Justin, I'm ready to commit to you. Will you commit to me? Are you going to be my man? Are you going to be my forever? My good first good morning, my last good night? I want this with you.
You're such a force. Can you answer the question?
I was about trying to answer, but you keep talking.
Please, answer.
It's on a no right now.
No.
Because after the experience that I went through of being married already and dealing with that for almost 6 years and basically kind of gave up on the marriage halfway through. We was just there for the sake of the children.
Right.
After that, I done did it. So,
right. So
if this is not gonna work,
so you don't think marriage is important. Pretty much is what you're saying.
Would you have another relationship?
A committed relationship where it was just you and that person.
Probably not.
Okay, and that's valid.
Probably
and that's
not.
okay if you were to ever change your mind on that, because shit happens.
Yeah, I know, but no, because the amount of stress and work you got to put into it.
So here's the thing, though: relationships should not be stressful.
It shouldn't.
It really could have moments of stress.
Right. It will definitely have its up and downs, but it should not be stressful. Because relationships, the number one ingredient of relationships is love. So if
my answer,
yes, darling, talk to me,
baby. My answer is I don't know how I feel about relationships right now. I feel like I would love to have one. I would love to be all over my man and sweat him and give him everything that he needs and all of me and all of that. I did that, and what happened?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like every relationship I've done that, and what happened? So I don't know how I feel about relationships right now. I would love to be in something where the person is just as real as me, but people are fake nowadays, and they can hold up this front for a very long time, and don't you be someone who wants to see the good in people, because then you're fucked.
Okay.
So, marriage.
So as far as commitment goes, you're open to commitment. You just
no, I'm 50-50 on commitment. Like
you would like it, but you're chilling.
I would love it, but I just.
It's hard now.
No, I've given my all so many times.
I get it.
It's hard
and you could say you love me, but do you really? Mm-hmm. Do you love yourself? Do you love yourself enough to come outside yourself to love me the way I need to be loved? Because if not, go to fuck somewhere else. Like, that's how I feel. Marriage. I've never been married, but from what I've seen, it's not cute. And if people can't even figure out relationships, they're damn sure shouldn't be so many marriages. That's what I'm going to say. They damn sure shouldn't be so many children. So y'all need to keep these babies and swallow them and keep them in your shit and throw them on the side and put them in a napkin because there's too much of everything. There's too many children. There's too many marriages. These are shams. Y'all think y'all are in love. And love is beautiful. But unless y'all are willing to actually work at it, half the time y'all know these relationships ain't working. Why y'all getting married?
Because they want a wedding.
The pageantry, not the responsibility.
They want a wedding, not
they want another prom night? Is that what the fuck they want? Because the fuck?
Wait, they mean...
We'll have a dress-up dinner party. Have a dress-up dinner party.
Sometimes it's both. Because it varies on the people in the relationships. But, yeah. Mr. Leron, your thoughts on commitment and marriage. Is it important? I like when people take deep breaths because that's like you got all the oxygen into your brain to kind of like get the wheels turning.
Not even just that. You're thinking about it as you ask that. Because and it's either it was painful and you made it through, or that's what I'm saying.
He's laughing, so he made it through. He took that deep breath.
No, it's painful.
So what did the oxygen say to your brain?
And that's what I mean.
Yeah, commitment. I don't know. I've been through 2 crazy relationships where I'm just like, those are the only people that I probably would have married, and I'm just like,
no more.
You just I don't know. But also I don't know. The 2 people, people like to hurt people, right?
Yes.
And there are a lot of hurt people out there that aren't trying to get help. They just want to find the next person to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And if and they want you to commit to that type of abuse. And if you're not strong, it's going to break you. And even if you are strong, it's going to weaken you.
Either way, it's unnecessary.
Right. So I don't know. I've when I was younger, I had a wedding planned and everything. I was like, I know what, but I knew.
Oh, did you really? That's so cute.
Yeah,
Both of you. I didn't know
I didn't know
thought
guys
of
did
stuff
that.
like that.
Why not?
Yo, because you don't hear stuff like that. I never.
Because
this
we
is
keep
hold
that
on. I get that and I
quiet.
understand that.
You
So
feel me?
for me,
that's not something we're gonna talk about.
No,
with the
for
dude.
real, man.
But you knowing the person I am, I'm a pleaser, and if the wedding that I wanted was going to make that person very happy.
well, what's the wedding you wanted? I want to hear it.
Well, it wasn't the wedding that I wanted. It was the wedding that I wanted to give.
What is the wedding you wanted to give to her?
She wanted everything. She wanted polar bears at her wedding.
Oh, y'all wanted dead people at the end of the reception to have a funeral.
Like for me, I wanted. I'm not telling people my plans. Listen, then I'll be watching some YouTube about or some show, and my wedding's happening, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to kill everybody.
Yo, for real.
Right. So but
I'm selfish, Nick.
Amanda, what about you?
Relationships
and marriage.
Commitment
in marriage.
Yeah.
She took a long tour.
No, yeah, I want to hear it.
That's that long breath that she likes.
After I laugh, that's why she laughs.
So, y'all know I love love and I love people. However,
yeah, there you go.
Commitment is beautiful. It's wonderful, and like I have a great committed relationship to my friends and my family, and I definitely know how to invest. And the people that are in my circle, we all have the same definition of loyalty and trust and communication. So if I can find that in a partner, absolutely I would commit to them. No problem. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think commitment is great. I love to see happy couples. I love to see couples have a struggle or a problem and can get right through it when it's not involving an outside party. Like if you're having the regular issues of your relationship, that happens. It's not going to be great every day. But the fact that you invest the time and the energy into each other, into your relationship to grow through whatever you're going through at the moment together, I think that's great. I think it's dope as shit. So I'm all for commitment. But right now I'm just being committed to moi. So I'm on my selfish shit. And as far as marriage, I think marriage is important only as far as a business aspect because of the fact all these laws and things that we have, we need to leave things for our family, our relatives, XYZ. I know that you do have an option of leaving a will, which holds the same weight because it's a legal binding document. But I still feel like a family structure is so dope. I love to see family structures. I love it. Every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, I'm looking forward to going to my brother's house with him, his wife. You know, her family's there. I'm there. I love seeing that. So I do think marriage is important, and where you can build your family and have traditions and have legacies and leave things to the next generation down and keep family traditions going. I feel like all of that is gone. You don't see it too often. And when you do get to see it, it's so rare, and it shouldn't be rare. So yes, I do think marriage is important. And it's so crazy because now the younger generation, they don't even want anything to do with it. So now where are our families going to be?
Because they're watching.
Where are families going to be at? There's going to be a bunch of single parents running around here crazy with mental issues, passing it down to their kids.
Unless both parties are willing to put in the work.
It won't.
To
right.
make their mental health correct.
Right.
For the relationship to work. That's what a lot of people nowadays are requiring you to have that mental health. I'm not here to fucking fix you.
Right. You're doing the work and I'm being supportive.
You, but I'm not here to fix you.
I'm being supportive.
Thank you.
That's it. I'm walking with you next to you and that's about that.
But you gotta want to help yourself too.
Absolutely. So that was that one. Then I had my lovely crazy friend in Barbados. I'm not gonna name any names, but she said, "What the fuck is wrong with Warner?" So what's wrong with y'all men? Is basically, I guess what she's saying. That's such an open-ended question. It doesn't get anything specific, so I can't even answer that. I can't explain it because I didn't write the question.
It's many.
He said there's many things wrong.
Is many things wrong? Yeah, okay, so what's wrong with you? So let's keep it specific. What's wrong with you? Go, Justin. You got the floor, baby.
pain.
Okay.
That pain including, so within that pain, let me say that within this pain, I felt left out. I felt like, I didn't matter. I never cared. The only thing I was good for was labor work. Uh, if I couldn't do, then it didn't matter. No matter what I say, it wasn't heard because, well, there was nobody there to listen. Mm-hmm. So, it all depends. Like, people can go through pain. People can take the pain and convert it into something else. That's why they have dudes out here at a young age killing other people at a young age. Who knows what they went through in their life? Mm-hmm. Maybe they went through a lot of pain with their parents. Maybe they lost a lot of people from them being young. It's a lot. It's as many ways you can put it but it all depends on the person, regardless on how you put it. So what's wrong with us? Who knows? Ask and you'll find out.
She just did. So what's wrong with you?
I just told you.
So you got pain. What else you got?
Well,
you need some Midol for the pain.
Nah, I don't need no Midol for the pain.
Just, don't do that. See, this is why men don't feel comfortable.
No, I know, but it's I joke with him like this. He knows it's all in good fun.
Yeah, but like I said, depending on who you open up to, that's why men don't say anything.
So you feel like you have lack of safe spaces.
Say that again?
You have a lack of safe spaces to be yourself.
Oh, yes. And so I stay to myself.
You lie.
And what's wrong with you?
I don't know.
You said nothing.
No, I can't say I'm not nothing. Like you said, pain. Just constantly being let down or not accepted for the person that you are. Sometimes it's role models. The one person that, like, I'm a man that has daddy issues. And don't have that person that's supposed to be your the person you can go to and deal with some of the problems, and that's it.
I think that's dope that you could come out and say you got daddy issues. That's a start. That's a start to take care of that pain. No?
No,
so what is it that you guys are doing to heal from that pain? Either one of you doing anything about it? Or you just redirected it into being on people's podcasts?
Nah, it takes a lot, but I guess my father feels that that the children need to come to him and talk to him, and he's not the type to. So I don't know.
Go ahead with that.
But that's
go ahead with that.
But it depends. But if that's what he saw, and it's a new generation where guys need to talk about their feelings.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like that generation of our parents, they're so stuck in their ways that they're refusing to open up and accept, first of all, accept that the stuff that they did was wrong. Mm-hmm. Even though that, granted, that may have been all that they knew, that doesn't mean that it was right. Mm-hmm. But you can acknowledge the fact that this happened and it hurt me, and then we could go from there. Mm-hmm. But a lot of them aren't ready to have that conversation. Well, not ready to have that journey with their children. They don't want to have the conversation, much less start the journey. So there's that.
But also, it depends. If you have multiple children, like some children see their parents in different lights. Like me and my brother talk about our relationship with my father. My brother is satisfied with my dad just answers the phone whenever he calls. I'm not that person. There's more to it than just answering a phone call. There needs to be time spent. There needs to be, like you said, traditions. There's things that vacations. Like if you don't take that time, then it really messes with the child. So it all depends on how you may be raised by the same parents, but you may see the situation totally different. So.
Anyone else?
Nope, that's it.
Someone sent in, does body count matter? Ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Body count matter?
Does body count matter? Yeah. Like how many people the person you were dealing with.
For Justin it does.
No, he's shaking his head. He was saying yeah, that he understood what I was asking him.
And your answer is no?
No? Doesn't matter? Doesn't matter if you knew some of the people? Like y'all not friends, but you know them.
Or you are
you
friends.
thinking.
Or you are friends.
Yeah, what if y'all are friends? Ooh. What if y'all friends? What if she smashed one of the homies?
Yeah, what if she smashed one of the homies?
I haven't been doing anything.
And we didn't say that you were doing anything. We said, what if, it's a hypothetical question. We're asking you to put yourself in this situation. Say you got a girl, right? And you guys are like, yo, let's do this. You want to rock it out. You about to go into this commitment with her, right? Because that's what we just discussed. So you're about to have a commitment with this young, beautiful lady, and you feel uncomfortable to bring her around the homies, and then you get her around the homies, and then your homeboy takes you to the side after the introduction. And you're like, yo, I used to rock with that.
You staying with her?
You staying, dude? Like y'all just decided a week ago. Y'all want to make this real. Y'all want to be committed. Y'all want 10 toes down.
So does that matter that she smashed the homie?
That's one of her bodies. Y'all could compare notes. No? Doesn't faze you? Would you want her to tell you?
No. Because why would it matter?
Good, because some guys be like, well, why didn't you tell me?
No. I don't want to know. I don't care.
Right. That was her past.
You did what you did. That was your past. As long as you passed it, then all right. But I mean, if you're not past it, then still
right.
no.
If
go ahead about your business
there.
and finish what you got to do because I'm not going to deal with it.
I get it. Toy?
What's the question?
Does body count matter?
No.
No, not at all. What if he smashed a homie?
He funked one of my homegirls?
Yeah. What if he smashed a homie? Y'all just decided to get committed. Same question from Justin. Y'all just decided about a week ago. Y'all about to do this commitment thing. He like you, you liking him. Y'all booed the fuck up. You bring him around us and one of us hit it. We're like, yo, remember when I used to tell you about this, that, and the third? And you're like, nigga, that's him?
It's the head down, the let down.
It depends on how much my friend has told me about this person. Whether I'm going to stay with them or not.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you don't speak about it much, then
because now you got imagination going
in my mind.
Yeah,
so it depends on how much this person told me about this person. If it was just I was kicking it with this person, yada yada, okay, fine. But if it was like details like this nigga did this because this was lit, nah,
right?
Because you gonna be looking at him and he's in your vicinity now. You gonna be wanting that again. Just say nah.
Yeah. That's different. That's real different. Couldn't do it.
So your answer's no.
What was the question?
Oh yeah,
you said no, but now she wants to hear the reason why you said no. Does body count matter?
Because I've matured. when you're young.
But what if she smashed a homie?
That's.
What if your homie pull you to the side after you just did introductions and he says, "Yo, my G, listen."
Oh, Boston is small. So if you haven't smashed somebody that somebody else didn't smash, but also I only have female friends, so ain't no dude's gonna come up to me like, yo, and if any woman that I'm dealing with or dealt with, if we talk about our situations, that's an experience that you had. And same with me. If I had an experience with somebody, it's an experience I had. But that's between y'all. Y'all did it? Okay. But what you did and what I do is gonna be totally different. So, body count, for me, if somebody has a very high body count, I have my theory, but a lot of people aren't willing to take the time to listen to somebody and find out what's going on with them.
First of all, people don't even do math half the time. Like, they'll hear a number and be like, oh, that's astronomical. And it's like, not really, because if you break it down by the person's age, when they started having sex, it's probably 2 to 3 people a year, which ain't even crazy. But people think a number that they hear is astronomical because it's a number. Yeah. Shut up.
This is true.
Just like you wouldn't go by the number on the scale, you go by how you look in the mirror. Then why you going by that number that they give you? It's just stupid.
I agree.
I
agree.
Yeah,
but like I said the last time I was here, when you have dealt with somebody that's dealt with trauma, there's one person I was dealing with, and she said the reason why she would do it right away is because she didn't want it taken from her, because that's what happened. So, yeah, your body count is going to be high, or you're looking for something in these people than what you've been given. So, yeah, you may think it's instead of love, it's love, infatuation, a search for something. So your body count is going to be high, and then you may come in contact with a person that doesn't want that, or if it does come to that, they're not expecting it. They want to make sure that you're all right before it happens, and if you're not, then that's not gonna happen. I'm turned down some people. Why? I'm not attracted. No, just you're right now. I need to find out what's going on with you that you feel that you need to give it to me right now when we just met, or we haven't dealt with each other for a while, and
maybe she thought you was easy.
Yeah,
she thought you were a whore.
Yeah, no.
She thought you were a whore.
She thought she heard you on the radio. True.
I've had somebody even question my sexuality because I ain't jumped their bones, and I was just like, nah. When it happens, it'll happen. It'll be right, and well,
that's that.
And when it happened, it was right.
So you looking at us like we're crazy? Yes, we wait, and to us, having that moment is a moment to us as well. So it's not just y'all.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to say it. Was the look on your face. So I had to say it.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all got like 14 minutes, right?
We got 14 minutes of what?
Oh,
for them to wait for their... Right. So once again, they ordered takeout. All right, so this was a question from a woman to the men. Why is it you guys make better friends than partners? And I feel like that is a valid question because I've had those experiences where the person and I have attempted a relationship and it didn't work, but we are so bomb as friends. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it all depends.
So for me, I know I'm not a guy, but in my head, I think it's because there's no expectations.
Pressure.
Right. There's no pressure. There's no expectations. You don't feel obligated to do or not to do anything. So that's my opinion on it. But again, I'm not a guy. So, men.
That's it. Go ahead if you want.
No, I mean, okay. I can agree with that. But it's not just pressure. Some people don't want. Sometimes it's like you said, the obligation. If some people are controlling, they want that relationship so they can control you, and that's not healthy. That's toxic. So some men will stay away from that. They see that toxic behavior, especially if it's something that they've been around. They might shy away from being in a relationship, and you might make better friends. It's you can talk to somebody about everything, be open and honest. You don't have to protect their feelings. But if you're in a relationship and there's something that's happened or might happen or they're having feelings about, they may not be able to come, or if they have a problem with you, they may not talk to you because you it's harder to talk to the person that's your problem than talk to other people.
This is true. I agree with that, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that way. But
until you've got 100% omittance free, y'all can just say what's on your mind. You're more likely to protect that person's feelings so they can stay around than tell them how you really feel.
Okay. Thank you for that feedback, Mr. Justin.
I feel like we had this talk before because
we did.
So I'm gonna say the same thing I said before. I was basically raised by women and didn't really have a father figure growing up. So
you wanted to be their daddy?
No, not wanting to be their daddy, but like.
But what?
I can't just come up to another random guy and just open up. We speak to each other differently. You know what I mean?
So you're able to be vulnerable with women?
Yes. Where I can say how I feel. And if I get emotional over it, oh well, it is what it is, I won't be judged.
So you feel like a man will judge you?
Yes. What man wouldn't?
Not all men.
Not all, but
well,
still,
you just said what men wouldn't. I don't think Mr. LeBron would judge you because he's very in touch with his feminine side. Not to say like y'all know what I'm saying. He knows how to be sensitive and vulnerable. Side. Yes. No, yeah, of course. He's not emotionally detached. He knows how to be like, you know what? I need a minute, so don't talk to me. But then I'm going to tell you everything. And then you can have that conversation.
Yes.
So there are men who are evolved or transitioning to become a better them where they are open to seeing other men be vulnerable and emotional. So you can't say what man wouldn't, because there are guys out there that power to the people. They're okay with bromance because they know it's okay. But go ahead. I'm listening.
But that's basically my take on it, so.
This line is dry as hell.
That's what you chose the next question.
I did, didn't I? Damn. Let's see. Someone said, why does either sex think it's acceptable to be toxic about the other? Oh, and another one before I forget. So this is going to be a twofer because I keep saying it in my head and I'm forgetting it, and we need to end because it's almost an hour and we don't want to keep the lovely people.
Go ahead.
Up. So the last question was to the women. Why do we as women judge men that have sex toys? So if we see a guy has like those asses, those things that you can buy like that cost mad money, or those live dolls, why do we, or those mouths or the vaginas that get moist and move, like all those different types of toys, why is it that women find it, they start to judge men and say, oh, you're creepy, you're a pervert, they name call. They toy shame.
They do
Why
that.
is it okay for women to toy shame men?
I don't have one.
I'm not.
One.
Well, y'all women got to answer that, but
y'all do. But before y'all answer, though, a lot of women do that, but and some men they don't. Some men are ashamed to tell you. Some men ain't afraid to tell you because they don't.
They don't want to be embarrassed.
Right. Some don't care, but the saying is,
would you care about having a toy? Would you tell your partner, hey, or the person you're dating, I have toys?
I don't have one, and I don't plan on buying it.
No.
So
but if you did, if you were into toys,
I would have to
you
be
tell?
in that moment and that experience in order to give you that answer. I guess that's the type of person that I am.
I get it.
See, it's hard to. You have to.
But the thing is, women can get it whenever they want. Men can't.
We know this,
okay. Right? So there are some men who, like they said, there's somebody for everybody. Mm-hmm. Some men believe that they're never gonna get it, or they have an issue.
You talking about incels?
Huh?
You talking about incels?
Incels? What's incels?
Those are the people who feel like it's everybody else's fault because they can't have no sex.
Oh, I didn't know that was a term.
What? Okay. That's what that is?
You just taught me something new.
No, but like there's psychologically something. The dude that is way past the mama's boy, that he just doesn't take care of himself, and he knows ain't nobody gonna be checking for him, he might buy a toy like that. But I've had somebody say that they wanted to buy me a toy like that, and I'm like, why? If I got you, what do I need that for? But then I've seen, there's skits like, well, shit, I want you to have this toy so that when I'm not around, that's what you're going to do. You can put my face on it, but don't do nobody else.
That's kind of controlling.
Is it?
Yeah, you should already had that conversation that you guys are monogamous. So that's not even trust right there.
Yeah, no. Look, I mean, there was something on one of the on Facebook about there was a basketball player whose wife allowed him to cheat once.
Oh, he gets a free pass.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, if she got him a doll instead of letting him cheat, is that still controlling?
Well, that's not cheating because she said you can do this. I feel like if your partner knows and you guys agree to it, I don't think it's cheating.
Right, no, then it's not cheating.
It's not cheating unless one of us don't know.
Right.
What was the other question?
I forgot. Why is it? Why?
But y'all are supposed to answer that. Would you shame? You go to a dude's house. You know how. Well, I'm not gonna say you know how women are snoopy, but if you go to a dude's house, he steps out. You go and look at something on his nightstand, and in his nightstand, there's a butt. Are you gonna
the way he just puts it out there
like, would you be mad if he asked you to clone your coochie?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't judge him at all. I would go for it and I'd do it.
All right.
I wouldn't judge him. I'd be like, yo.
But that's a toy. That's a toy. But would
so say I come across it, I wouldn't shame it. I'd be like, yo, let me see you use it.
See,
I want to see.
Some women are curious. Some women are just like,
let me see how you get down with that. Like,
you better do me.
You but then
it's like you better do me like you do that.
Nah, because she might not even be getting what I get. Like, I just want to see because I know for me, everybody don't get the same. Everybody don't get the same movement. So he might do the doll different than he do me. Like, I don't do everybody the same. So I'm just saying, like,
I gotta laugh at them.
I want to see. I want to see him with that butt or vagina or doll. Because I want to see.
Why don't you just get a mirror for the front and the back and y'all can see each other and call it a day?
No, you got this.
Why?
Toy. I want to see because if I got
toys, live action.
Because it is action. It is live. You have the toy.
No, the toy is not live.
What's wrong with you? Why the face?
It's not alive.
But you bought it. You bought it so you like it and you thought it was live enough.
I'm not buying it.
It was live enough.
I'm not buying it.
But obviously, then we wouldn't be having the conversation if you didn't buy it.
Sure won't.
But however, what Mr. Lamar said to me was that I'm at my dude's house and I'm on my way to the bathroom and
it's gonna be attached to somebody. You gotta drag those feet from under the bed. That's my real one night stand. She's under the bed. Let's go.
I'm through. Oh man. Wait.
I'm gonna butt my ass right out the door. That's what I'm gonna do.
No, wait.
Y'all look so crazy.
Well, see some lips just sticking there. Just like you say, they got the one with the lips too. Just be sitting there like.
With the hand.
No.
And it moves. It's motorized. It goes.
Oh wait, they have motors.
Yeah. It moves.
Yeah.
It's like
what?
Yeah, and it when it's moving, it has moisture in it, so it feels all of that, and it be like.
Yeah, no, I'm judging you.
I'm not judging.
I'm judging you. I'm not gonna lie to nobody out here listening. I'm fucking judging you. Just like I'm judging you for your titties. I'm judging you.
Oh,
she's coming to you like, man, you don't understand what just happened. I was there. You. I thought it was a lamp. No, it was a blood.
Toya says she's judging. Then the last question. Let's gonna wrap this up with this last one. Why is it that people feel it's okay to be toxic? So I feel like. I don't think it's okay to be toxic, but back in the day I did think so. So where I'm at right now, absolutely not. However, that comes along with growth. You know, when you're in your teens, in your 20s, you think that fuck boy, fuck girl shit is okay. You know, because at that era, it is all right. You just live it. But when you're getting closer to your 40s and shit, and you've already grew through that phase of your life. That's when you're like, morally, this is wrong. Especially if you got a family. Mm-hmm. You got kids or whatever. You wouldn't want your children to see this going on. So I don't think it is okay to be toxic to your partner. That's like the other day I was telling Toya about Malcolm and Marie, that movie. Have y'all watched it?
No. Yo, that was triggering.
What is it on?
It's on Netflix. It's a movie, a 90-minute movie of a couple arguing. They'll make up and break up, and it's that movie sent me. That shit's not okay. I wouldn't have lasted the 90-minute argument because 10 minutes in, I'm gonna hit you. We're not having this. We're not doing this. I can't do that. The way that
ready to.
If you watch that, you have
to get a mouthpiece to just bite down.
You're gonna have to be high.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
You're gonna have to be high so you can sit there. So you can sit through it.
You might walk. So
you can sit through it. Like, and I'm not. I don't want to spoil it. And I don't want to spoil it. We'll revisit it when you guys see what happens at the end and how it could have. That whole 90-minute thing could have been avoided, and they could have went to sleep.
Zoom in, T. Zoom in.
Dead ass.
See where exactly he's at.
Dead ass. So.
Zoom in on this.
Is that it?
I don't think it's okay to be toxic. That's my answer to that. Y'all think it's all right?
Yeah.
You would say it. You think it's okay to be toxic? When it's okay to be toxic, Toya?
It's not okay.
It's never okay, but sometimes it feels good. I ain't
never gonna front. You don't want to take the high road.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it feels good. There's times when I'm like, I'm about to do this.
Toxic and petty are not the same thing.
It depends it depends what the pettiness is.
No, you can. Some of your pettiness is toxic.
Exactly.
That's you can be petty without being toxic.
Yeah, yes, you can. Okay. There is a thin line between that, though.
Yeah. But see, with me, I don't know the difference. So
see, because you can go.
It's probably going to be viewed as toxic.
Right. For me, too, because I don't know how to be petty. I don't have mediocre. I don't have a gray area. So I'm either up, or I'm low with it. Either I'm not going to do something or I am. So if I'm not going to be petty. I'm going overboard. I'm extreme now. Because I'm emotional as hell. So I'm going all out. I'm going for the gusto.
I don't do toxic and I don't do petty because my petty is gonna get somebody killed.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I don't go from petty. I go from calm to toxic. There's no petty level. So that's why I like love and to sing and look at the birds.
He's on River Street, passing Metropolitan right now.
Toya's hangry.
I'm gonna pass out.
Oh, what
they don't feed me in this place.
That's a lie. I always have snacks. At least I gave her.
And it's Sunday.
Easter Sunday at that. She's so damn dramatic.
She was plenty right now.
All right, you guys. Thank you once again for listening. Thank you for tuning in wherever you're listening to us. If you don't hear me
on the next show, it's because I passed.
You passed. From hunger. She's so extreme.
I passed of hunger.
Y'all know she's extreme as hell at all times.
The hunger passed.
Peace, love, light, and hopefully your week will be more flourishing than your week was last week. And you know where to find us. We are Pandagasms on Facebook, Instagram. We are now on iHeartRadio. Woo! Woohoo! To grow. We are on Pandora. Awesome. We are on Amazon Music. We are on SoundCloud. I said SoundCloud, so we're on SoundCloud, Pandora, Amazon Music. We're on Spotify. So just Google us. You can find us. Yourself. And comment, like, share. Let's get this going and do some downloads. I found out SoundCloud is starting to pay people if you got a certain amount of downloads.
Let's get it.
Come
on now.
The YouTube is coming.
We love
y'all. You know where to find us. We out.